Now we can name it as IBM LLC. You can have a search term for this as well as like IBM. You can fill the address over here. Address is optional, but you can see this tick mark over here in the country. This is a mandatory. Wherever you will feel that a field has been ticked, it means it is a mandatory field. You need to fill that. It's a must. So suppose I fill it over here as like 2020. This is, now the city could be Texas. The country, I can go for select this options. United States. Now we can go to the region, and again you can click on the F4 in the keyboard, and you can see what are the options. Cities, it gives you as an option. So you can see these are the different options where Texas is also there in it. So you can select on Texas, and the region has been taken up over here. Apart from this, these are the below details which you need to fill if you want. Otherwise you can skip this detail as well. So you can select the telephone number, you can fill the mobile number, fax, email ID, and all other things. If you don't want, you can go to the enter in this tick, green tick over here. That will take you to the next. Means the details have been filled, means the company code has been created, but you need to save whatever you have created. So we'll go for continuing it. Now you can see the data was saved, means your company code has been created. So you have created your legal entity in the SAP system. You can see that IBM LLC is there in it. Now we will go back again. Now the next step over here is we have defined the company, we have defined the company code. Now we need to assign the company with the company code. So we'll go again, we'll close this particular tab from over here. Now you can see the definition. So you need to collapse this definition part, and you need to go to the assignment to assign one organizational unit to the another. So we'll expand this, then again we'll be expanding the financial accounting, and you can see over here assign company code to company. So now executing this. Now in this I have to search my company. So there are two options. You can go to position. If you remember your company code, mine was just we created is 1200. So you can enter, it will search it over there. So you can see the 1200, the city was Texas. You can select your company, that is the group company. If you don't remember, you can go for this selection options, and you can search out over here. Like what we created was it was 12 4 times 0 IBM group. So we can double click on this, and that has been selected over here. So once this has been assigned to each other, you can save. That means the link has been set between the company code and the company. Now next we have to move to define the company, define the business area. So now we will be moving up to the business area, going back. To again define, we need to go to the definition. In this, now we can click on the business area, execute. Now in this you can define your own business areas, whatever you want to. They are different, which has been created by people over here and not been named even. So if you want, you can use this which has already been created, or you can create of your own as well. For example, suppose I create one two one zero as product 1, 1220 as product 2. So suppose I have got different product lines, I can have those different product lines as a business area can be created. In the same way, you can create 1230 as product 3. So as many product lines you have, you can create that much of business areas so as to have separate product line wise financial statements or any external reports. You can save this, so your business areas will be created, and this has been saved in the customizing request number that is reflecting over here. Continue. So going back, your business area is defined, but as I already said, you cannot assign your business area to the company code. A business area is a client dependent. That means it can be used among all the legal entities which are there in this client. Next, we'll be defining the credit control area. So the credit control area is here. We can execute. Now we can define our own with the help of new entries. So in this, we have to fill a 4-digit character alphanumeric code. Now suppose I put up again is 1200. Why? Because I always want my company code to be taken up the same code with the others, so as not to get confused with too many codes. Currency USD. You don't need to fill this particular part because this is for sales and distribution module. Now coming up next, risk categories, again you don't have to take it. This has been defined with the help of credit management, which is a different module. What you have to do over here is just to define the credit limit for the customers. So the limit which you define over here, suppose I put it over here as 1 million. That can be taken up over here as a tolerance for the customers has been defined. Now I can save this. So the tolerance for the customers have been defined as 1 million. If you want to increase it, you can increase it over here. If you want to reduce, you can reduce it as well. Now after it, we can save it over here. Data was saved, means your tolerance, your credit control area has been defined. Now you need to assign the credit control area to the company code. So moving up, we have not the description need to be filled for the credit control area, so we always have to put it over here. Suppose my company code is 1200, so I put it as 1200, and now we'll be saving it. Again going back, now I need to assign it to the company code, so I have to go to the assignment. So collapsing the definition and then going to the assignment, expanding the financial accounting, and then assigning company code to the credit control area. So execute, and in this you can search your company code with the position. Your company code is 1200, enter. Now over here you can define your credit control area which you just created. If you don't remember, you can press the F4 button on your keyboard, and the list of all the credit control area will be reflected, in which you can search your own, and you can double click on that and it will be selected over here. Now once this has been done, you can save it, and your linkage between the credit control area and the company code is defined. So as of now, we have completed with the enterprise structure setting. We defined the company as 12444 times 0. Then we created the company code as 1200. We assigned the company with the company code. Then we defined the business area for the 3 different product lines. Then we defined the credit control area as well as 1200. And we assign the credit control area to the company code. So we covered with the enterprise structure setting. Now moving up next is the financial accounting global setting, which we'll be taking up next. In this we'll be defining first is the fiscal year variant. So moving up next, now we are over with the enterprise structure, so we'll go back, we'll close this assignment tab, will be over with the enterprise structure, so collapse this. Now we will be started working in financial accounting, so we'll go to the financial accounting new. Now expanding this, you will get the financial accounting global setting. Expand, in this you can see the ledgers. Expanding ledgers will reflect you the fiscal year and the posting periods. Now expanding the fiscal year and the posting period will give you maintain fiscal year variant. So executing this part, you can see there are a list of fiscal year variants already defined, but from the SAP stand view, SAP provides you three different standard financial statement versions. Fiscal year variant, sorry. These are by default standard, and whenever we do any customization for any of the client, we use these if the periods, the fiscal year is same as over here. So suppose I take the standard V3, we can copy it over here, like this is selected. Now after selection you can go to this copy as, and you can copy this, and we can rename this. We have to put a 2-character alphanumeric code over here for our own fiscal year variant. Like I can put it as IB, or maybe I can put YY. It's up to you as you want to give it the name. So this is it. Now you can means it has been copied from V3 to YY. Now there is no option of saving over here. So what you can do is you can enter at once. Once you enter, you can see a new pop-up screen is coming up. In this you have to select the copy all. With copy all, it will copy all the settings which V3 has at the background. So once I will click on the copy, you can see how many things have been copied. There are 460 dependent entries which have been copied from the background. So that is why I say that you cannot create your own fiscal year variant. You always have to copy it. If you want to create of your own, in that case you need to be an expert in that, so which you can do later on with a couple of years of experience. So right now we just created for you a fiscal year variant. Now you can save this, continue, means your fiscal year variant has been created. Now going back, you need to assign this fiscal year variant to your company code. So just very next to it is the assign company code to a fiscal year variant. So I will be executing this. Now in this I can search my company code over here, or you can search it with the position as well. Enter. Now you can see 1200. The fiscal year variant is blank. Now just right now what we created is YY, or you can search with the selection options. In that you can see that we created YY, and that has been taken up. Now again there is no save option, so always you have to enter. Once you don't find the save option available with you, entered, you can see it asks for the company code. The company code was 1200. Enter, and now it has been assigned to this, and now you can save, and the settings will be saved. The customization will be saved in the request. So your fiscal year variant is done. Now moving up next to the posting period. As already said, posting period is that with which all your business transactions are posted. So in this we will be seeing how this is done. First again over here you have to define the variant for the posting period. Executing. We can go to the new entries. I will take the same code as of the company code, that is 1200, and I can take posting period variant as, and put the code ahead of that so as to remember that this is with the company code 1200, and save it. It's very simple.